check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go.
All right, man. Let's talk a little boxing. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Goodfellow Sports TV. We up in here. And I'll link this video in the description under source link. And Andy Ruiz talked to TMZ Sports and said, pretty much, I'm not going to the UK to fight Anthony Joshua. Eddie Hearn, you know, it was a rumor out there in the UK that Eddie Hearn was going to do it at Madison Square Garden. Andy Ruiz said, you know, basically anywhere in the United States, he ain't going to the UK. He said it could be Vegas, LA. He really wanted Madison Square Garden, Mexico City. And he said, it doesn't matter. I'm the champion. I'm the A side. I call the shots. Usually, I always want to talk about the A side, B side shit, but it's a huge part of boxing. But you know what? When Anthony Joshua was using his power and abusing it on fighters like Deontay Wilder, Dillian White, and so on and so forth, fuck that dude. Real talk. Fuck that dude. I hope Andy Ruiz milk his ass. When he tell him he want $40, $50 million to go to the UK, you damn right. You damn right. Had AJ truly been a gentleman of boxing, had he truly been a gentleman of boxing, and had he been fair, remember he was going back and forth with Joseph Parker. He was trying to treat Joseph Parker like he wasn't a champion, and he was saying you don't deserve this, or you only deserve 30%. I think Wilder, you know, Eddie, I think Wilder deserves 40%. I mean, I think he doesn't even deserve 25%. Like, ain't nobody got no sympathy for them at all. Don't nobody got no sympathy for them. Just don't. Don't feel bad for him. And Andy Ruiz needs to abuse that power. Because how do I win and I'm the champion and I'm going to your country? Not never. I'm not going to your country. I don't care who you are. This Eddie Hearn doing. Because in the UK and other countries, drug regulations are different. You get testosterone exemptions and other performance-enhancing drug exemptions, and you remember even you got British on British crime, the whole phantom stoppage before against Carl Froch and George Groves won, where the ref saved Carl Froch like he was on his way to losing, even though he was coming on. You had the whole was it Derek Chisora, Malik Scott, I think it was, or Dillian White, Malik Scott, and they kind of stopped the fight or did some funny shit, you know. At the end of the day, that's what Eddie Hearn want. Eddie Hearn want to control the officials, the judges, the refs, everything that goes under the officials. He want to make an unfair advantage for Andy Ruiz. He want Andy Ruiz to be thrown off by the time zone. He wanted to put Andy Ruiz in the crack house type of hotel. He want to do shit like that. AJ need all the edge. You know, he's sitting there and Andy Ruiz said, they asked him, you got a message for Anthony Joshua? He said, yeah, what's up? He said, I heard he training hard. Yeah, he training hard. He doing all this shit, trying to lose all this muscle and trying to lose weight. And on top of that, he trying to drop muscle, right? He trying to lose weight, right? And that's cool. But you can't train a fighter to have a heart. You can't train a fighter to have a heart. You can't. And he ain't got heart. You're not gonna get the defense, or even if you lose the weight, it doesn't mean that he gonna get more stamina. I know big motherfuckers that have more stamina than skinny people. That don't mean because you drop the muscle you gonna have more stamina. You might get weaker. You might be a little bit faster, but your hand speed not gonna be better than Ruiz. You're not gonna be able to move your head. You're not gonna be able to use angles. In one training camp, you're not about to. This ain't Rocky. What was it, Rocky 3? You're not about to go hire Apollo Creed, and he didn't even do that. He didn't even go get him an American trainer that give him an edge and can show him how to kind of get a rhythmic style. He's sticking with Ryan McCracken, and they practicing backpedaling on a treadmill. They practicing, head movement while you're hitting the back. All that shit ain't gonna help. It ain't. Not in 6 months. You think Mayweather became a great defensive fighter, or Pernell became a great defensive fighter in 6 months? That was an accumulation of decades and year stringing weeks and weeks together, months and months, years and years together. If it was that easy to be a better defensive fighter, Anthony Joshua would already be a better defensive fighter. It's not that easy. You know? It's not that easy. And they trying all these different techniques and shit like this. It doesn't matter. But one thing I stand by with Andy Ruiz is, I ain't going to no UK. For what? I'm the champ. Why am I going over there? Your fighter said he already won to avenge his loss at Madison Square Garden. Let's do it. Let's do it. Anybody trying to hear no BS, no malarkey? Make the fight happen, Eddie Hearn. Hey, Eddie Hearn, you wanted to get, when you first started the zone, you wanted to fight in LA. And they blackballed you out of LA. That's why you going to Kansas, and you in the Wintrust Arena in Chicago. You know, you got Big Baby Miller fighting next to Dorothy House in Kansas. You know, you fighting in Providence, Rhode Island. Without Boo Boo, you probably couldn't even get in Rhode Island. You barely get in Madison Square Garden. If Top Rank had, or PBC had a deal like they got with Barclays, or Top Rank had a deal with Madison Square Garden like what the PBC got with the Barclays, you wouldn't even have gotten there. You wouldn't have gotten to Madison Square Garden. So you should use Andy Ruiz and go to LA. That's what you should do. Use Andy Ruiz and go to LA. Open up that LA market. Now, supposed to be a lot of potential fights that can go to LA. I'm hearing Errol Spence want the Porter fight in LA, not Brooklyn. Mikey and Danny, that's supposed to, if they fight, if Mikey chooses to fight Danny Garcia, that could be in LA. Who else you got out there? Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, and Donaire and New UI. The investors want that in LA. There's a lot of fights that can go down in LA. LA might be the fight hub, but the problem with LA is this. And the one thing where Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz too, one thing where Eddie Hearn will have an advantage with Andy Ruiz is, out of all those fights outside of Mikey Garcia's the co-main event, and I heard Darrell and David Benavidez is supposed to be the co-main for Wilder Ortiz too, excuse me. Out of all of those, the only main event with a Mexican other than Mikey and Danny potential fight, and I don't think that fight gonna happen, but I don't know. But the only potential Hispanic fighter you got in the main event is Andy Ruiz. So open up the LA market for yourself with Andy Ruiz. Use Al Hammond to your advantage, but your boy probably can get his ass whooped again. They think Andy Ruiz is just soaking it in and he ain't training and shit like that. Like when you get in the position of Andy Ruiz, you think two things. You think two things if you're Andy Ruiz. And those two things is, I like all the attention. I'm just happy, I finally made it. I reached my goal. I don't need to work hard enough no more. Or you say, I like this shit. I want this shit to continue. I'm gonna work hard to keep garnishing this viewership. I'm gonna keep garnishing to being top dog. And I think Andy Ruiz, for one, he don't fear AJ. And for two, I think he want to stay on top. He don't want to be a overnight celebrity, he don't want to just be an overnight celebrity that's a one-hit wonder. He want to stay top dog. And I'm gonna finish on this, right? Anthony Joshua, all that panhandling shit you did over the years with Parker and Dillian White and Deontay Wilder, to be Pacific, and Luis Ortiz, and all that sissy shit you did. Not wanting to give people a fair wage or a fair split, like you this big international star. Now that nasty ass grape Robitussin we used to take as kids, now you gotta open your mouth up and you gotta drink that Robitussin now. And on top of that, it don't matter if you come back and beat Ruiz. Don't nobody think you gonna beat Wilder, Fury. No matter if you do, you garbage. Your time is over with. But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Appreciate the love, support. Keep sharing the videos. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfellow1Boxing gets you 18% off the 100% all natural products, lotions, soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much more. Website, promo code in description. All the links there to my social media, intro, instrumental music as well. One time for the one time we go.